This video is sponsored by Single Point Solution. Single Point is pioneer in production electric vehicle buyers and three-wheelers. Single Point also provide consulting services to small F players.
Hello friends, this is Chandrakant from gloom Technologies and welcome to Top Brass. And let me also welcome my friend from UK, Mr. Naval Gone.
Good morning, CK. Good morning, everybody. It's a doom and gloomy morning here. The sun's away. It's still there, but the clouds are there in abundance. It's going to rain. There's doom and gloom on the TV and on the radio. I'm having to find a station that's playing some decent music. How are you feeling today?
Pretty much the same, Naval. In fact, I was trying to do my research in the morning, and in fact, there is hardly any positive news. It's about, in this part of the world, it's about China, it's about some political turmoil going on, some investigation going on. So there is nothing happening on the social media apart from the gloom. And then I switched on the TV in the morning. It's the same gloom which is being telecasted there. So there is absolutely no positive news today.
Well, the thing is, it's like any other day. There is very, very rarely some really uplifting news. So what's that going to mean in your business? What's it going to mean in a small business? I mean, if you're going to start the day putting the TV on, looking for a bit of inspiration, a bit of stimulation, and all you see is miserable faces talking about miserable things. I mean, in the UK, we're talking about Brexit, that's come back again. The COVID numbers are going up. I mean, there isn't, and some of the Greek islands are now on quarantine, so that you come back to the UK, having had a great 2 weeks away or a week away, and you come back and you find out you've got to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks now. Just at the click of someone's fingers. That's what it appears like. Obviously, there's a lot more that's going on behind the scenes. But the point is, things happen around us. We can't change the weather. You know, we can't change the environment. All we can do is change how we are about the environment. What we are, what we do, and what we need to be doing is getting that spark in the belly going, that energy that's got to come from within. Can't come from anywhere else. We can't look for inspiration from anywhere else anymore, unless you want to really put on your best music and put your earphones on and take a couple of hours out of your daily schedule and go and listen to Sweet Home Alabama or We Are the Champions by Queen or something like that. Get inspiration from somewhere. But we need to find it. And that's the whole point of today. This is about self-inspired thought. This is about getting your motivation moving, getting your organization really fired up. And we need to talk a little bit about, we talk about being in the zone. Other people talk about having a purpose. But there's this thing called being in your element. So a job is not a job if you're actually in your element, if you found your element, what you really enjoy doing. And I know there's lots of you out there that do that. What you need to do is spread that bit of happiness around a bit further. What about yourself, CK? You've got a smile on your face, despite the fact all this doom and gloom's around. So you're in your element. I know you are. So why don't you explain what your element is?
Well, Naval, I'm in the same boat as you because we are part of the same world, whichever part of the world we are. So you mentioned about playing the music, but there are no music because all artists are under quarantine or in lockdown or whatever situation they are in. There are no new movies coming up, so there is nothing. All the movies we have seen, there is nothing new. So I decided to grow my mustache.
You did? Come closer to the screen. Where is it?
It's a tiny.
Oh, you have it. It's a tiny little thing. Yeah, we can see it's a tiny little thing. Okay, so that's going to be shaved off tomorrow, I expect.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, let's see how long it lasts.
Jolly good. Well, there is this thing called Movember, where people in the sort of western part of the world start to do a moustache in November. I'm not too sure I'll join that. I did that once, and again, that was for charity. So I ended up looking a little bit like Father Christmas. Really, it sort of went all bushy. But the point is that we need to get people sparked up. So being in your element, doing the things you love to do, doing the things that you don't like doing them quickly, efficiently, being focused on it, getting them out of the way so that you can really concentrate on doing the exciting things that really make you fired up. The question is, do you know what they are? I asked this question to a lot of people, and quite a few people turned around and said, well, I don't really. And then they asked me for help. And I said, well, I can't help you if you don't know. So you've got to just write a list down of what are the things that fire you up. It's as simple as that, really. I mean, this is not rocket science. So, India and the UK and England are great at cricket. That fires me up whenever I see an international cricket match, whether it's a T20, which is a bit of a knockabout these days, or a 50-over one-day series, or a proper game of cricket, 5 days in the test. Any of those fire me up. And yet some people say cricket is the most boring game out there. Well, okay, it's boring to you, but it's not boring to me, and I know it's not boring to you, CK. But the point is, we can write down why we're excited by it, why we get motivated by it, what we're looking for, why we get that little spark, why we get that little wry smile when we hear a commentator say a few words, and it sparks, that fires up in the belly. You know what I mean, don't you?
Well, I think people have to have their own spark now, because there is no external spark which is going to happen if you switch on the news, because that is the only window which is available today for seeing what is going on around you, around in the neighborhood. But there is nothing much happening out there. So I think you have to do a little bit of yoga, maybe meditation. You have to arouse your internal soul, as to say. Maybe you can start doing, if you're good at music, start making your own melodies. That might generate the spark in some people. You mentioned cricket, Neville. Unfortunately, we can only play the French cricket, not the usual cricket right now.
Well, they do. They've done cricket over here, and they've done it under lockdown conditions. So everyone goes in this bubble where they all stay in the same hotel, and that's officials, it's the press, it's the players, it's the whole entourage. And recently, they've actually allowed some small crowd, and it was good to see people coming back there. But the thing is, we need to find our own spark. So get back into our own spark. And you can do that if you've got children, just look at them smile. And if that can't bring a smile to your face, then you've got a problem. If you've got kids out there, just see them enjoy themselves, see their spark. That's all we've got to say today. So good luck for the rest of the day. Turn the TV off. Don't listen to the news because it's all doom and gloom. Create your own spark and get out there, because